guys, it's Bob. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well and you're having a great day or a great evening, depending upon when you're watching this. I just got done reacting to a Lara Fabian song that I really enjoyed. And I had a few more minutes down here, so I thought I would react to one more. It must have been like a year and a half ago, I think, I reacted to it was a Christmas song by Tommy Prophet, I think that was the name of it. And he had a singer by the name of Fleurie, and they were singing Silent Night. Hands down the best version of Silent Night I've ever heard in my life. And I find myself listening to that video even during non-holiday seasons. And even when it's not Christmas, I still have a tendency to go back and listen to that song only because it's just amazing. Has a nice big orchestra behind it and everything. It's perfect. I love it. And after I did that, I fell in love with Flurry's voice. So I kind of had done some searching to see what other songs she sings. And I came across one that was actually by a singer named, I think it's Ruelle. I don't think it's Rural. And the song is called Carry You, but it features Fleurie. And I thought, well, that might be a little different. Hear her sing a duet with somebody else might be kind of fun. So I went ahead and I bookmarked it, and I was all set to do it. And for some reason, it fell off my radar. And if it wasn't for the fact her name just kind of popped up in one of my searches when I'm like, oh, I forgot I was going to react to one of her songs. And so here I am today. So now you're exactly where I'm at, and you're understanding why I'm doing this reaction. Now, the song's got like 52 million views, so you know it's got to be a decent, respectable song. So why don't we get into it? Let me turn. Oh, it's actually on already. All right, let's go ahead and listen to this, and we'll go about halfway through. Here we go. Love the scenery.
I know it hurts, it's hard.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here because we're almost done with the song. It's a pretty short song. Um, wow, this is really nice. Does do any of you know the singer Jasmine Thompson? If you have, she does a lot of covers and stuff like that. I don't even know if she's ever created or put out any of her own stuff. Everything I've seen from her has been like a cover of something. And for some reason, Ruelle's voice sounds very much like Jasmine Thompson, or Jasmine Thompson sounds like her, one way or the other, but their voices are very similar. Let me know if you've noticed that same thing. I love Florrie's voice. She's amazing. And right away after watching this video, you get the feeling that this is like has a cinematic feel to it. Maybe just because of the formatting of the screen, I don't know, but this definitely doesn't come across like a regular pop song. It sounds like something that belongs in the kind of like an emotional scene of a movie where someone is either being saved or walking in the rain or something like that. And I can see right away that Ruelle is really good at that type of sound. And she has that, I don't know, have no idea how to describe it. It's a very higher end voice that just has that feeling to it. It has kind of a dark, haunting quality to it, but it's not overpowering. It just kind of pulls you in quietly. It's not like really in your face. The music underneath this is very slow and spacious, and you've got that atmospheric build uh, via like the soft piano, the darker textures in the background. All that, you put all that together, and this whole thing just sounds very intentional. And when Fleurie finally comes in, the blend really works well. You can tell that their voices don't sound identical, but they're definitely in the same emotional world, if you will. I might be wrong, but this already feels like a song about support, loyalty, and maybe just being there for someone when they are maybe barely holding on or they're really struggling. Really an interesting song. I like this. And I like at the point that it starts out with two different singers and then they bring them together. And that just kind of lends itself to me thinking what I do so far about the song. Okay, let's finish this. Wow. Wow. That is wonderful. What a beautiful emotional song. This is the second song now I've watched from Fleurie where there's like a big classical influence in it, which is really nice. The arrangements gets bigger as the song went on, but I think it still keeps that emotional heaviness. It doesn't suddenly become bright or uplifting. I don't think the song calls for that. It still feels like there's a struggle underneath it all. And vocally, this is where the two voices I think really start to work together. Ruelle brings that dramatic, shadowy tone kind of to it, and Fleurie adds something a little more fragile and definitely, I think, a little more intimate. And that contrast gives the song like serious depth. It almost feels like one voice is the strength, and the other is maybe the vulnerability or the one in need. And the music supports that, I think, really, really well. The drum swell comes just at the point where it raises the intensity, but they don't bury the vocals, which I think is very important because the vocals are very kind of tender through it all. So it would be very easy to bury those, but they don't. And this is one of those songs where the production, I think, is doing a lot emotionally, but it doesn't make the song feel cluttered or overplayed in any way. And I like that because it still feels big, but it definitely feels a little more personal, if you will. And this seems to be the type of song you put on when you're kind of staring out a window in the late afternoon and you're in some deep thought, and this is the type of music that would be playing. That's kind of the feeling I get from this. Really, just a wonderful song. So I am going to listen to it one more time, and then I will be back for my final thoughts. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hello. It's final thoughts time. Okay, and I did take a listen to the song once again. You know, it's funny. The first time I listened to it, I'm a little nervous because I have to stop the video and then talk about it. So I'm kind of making mental notes in my mind where if I just shut off the camera and just listen to it, I seem to get a lot more out of it. And I think that helps me formulate some ideas for final thoughts because I don't want to be redundant in my final thoughts, just repeating what I've already said. So I try to come up with some new ideas or thoughts that maybe you can get a takeaway from the song when you hear it again. So what makes this song for me work so well is it never confuses volume with emotion. It proves you don't have to say something louder or make the production bigger to create something that's incredibly powerful. And I think this was really, really powerful. Sometimes the strongest, I think, emotional impact comes from restraint. And I think this song understands that point like really, really well. One of the things I kept coming back to throughout listening to this performance is how naturally these two voices like fit together. It feels like two people carrying the same emotional weight just from different perspectives. And that was really interesting. And I think that's what gives the song so much depth. With the title like Carry You, that's exactly what I would hope to hear. Neither voice is trying to outsing the other, which it shouldn't. Instead, they support each other, and that's what makes the message feel even more believable as you're going through the song. Another thing I appreciated how the production never really distracts from the relationship that these two have. Everything in the arrangement seems to point back to the vocals. The instrumentation creates this beautiful atmosphere, but always knows when to step back and let the singers carry the emotional center of the song. And you notice that every time they start singing, because between them singing, I'm really focused on the beautiful instruments and stuff. The second they start singing, those completely fall into the background, and now I'm focused on the singers. And a lot of cinematic type songs end up feeling like they're trying to impress you with their production. This one feels like it's trying to connect with you instead, and that's to me more important. And I think that's the difference. The music creates the setting and the vocals tell the story. And together they make you believe like every single word that's being presented here. Sometimes strength isn't about carrying someone. Sometimes it's about staying beside them until they can walk again on their own or until they can deal with whatever there is they're dealing with. Just having that physical presence there, I think, is what's important. What a great song, a great message, a beautiful video to watch, just good all the way along. And I don't know why it took me this long to finally get to it, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. If you did, please like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And as always, only life is priceless. Make each and every day count. God bless all of you. Peace out. I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye bye.